Rise and shine, family. I'm just waiting for you guys to come on. I hope everyone is doing well. Rise and shine, family. I am out here walking. Thought we'd go live in nature as I have been enjoying to do lately. Welcome on, family. Peace, peace. Happy Sunday. What's up, Alex? Peace, Miss Balanced. Peace, Yolanda. Hope you are well, sweetie. What's up, Microfilms? I see you, brother. Samantha, peace to you. What's up, Kylan? Peace, begging for change. Yeah, hit that like button, family. Hit that like button. Please do that. Nathaniel, peace. Rise and shine to you, brother. Rise and shine to all of you beautiful people. We're going to talk about a little bit today about why we need it, why it is important that we have a voice. Why is it important, that we are able to speak? Love you guys too, family. Love you too, Wallace. Why it's important that we are able to speak out and have a network, right? A way to be able to get information to each other. That's what's up, Dirty Dirt. What's good, Mo H Sting? Rise and shine. Thank you very much, Black 23 size. If I'm saying that right, thank you very much. Actions speak louder than words. Of course, you guys, I do need your donations. I do need your support, your sacrifice, as I have sacrificed and continue to. And thank you guys in advance, too. So I always say that actions speak louder than words, family. It's important that we help and contribute to make sure that we keep this going, because I am trying to build our own network, our own social network, so we don't have to worry about people being able to kick us off and control what we say. We need our own stuff. And y'all pardon me if it sounds like I'm out of breath, but hey, I'm working out, get my body back right. So I do this to challenge my body, walk uphill sometimes, things of that nature. Thank you very much, Nathaniel. Rise and shine. I hear you, little God Squad. Kev on stage. Renisha, what's going on? You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Can you guys hear me? Or is it just Ricky? Can you guys hear me, or is it just Ricky? Let me know, family. I have some headphones too, so give me a second. You can hear me okay. Okay, so Ricky, that means you gotta quit projecting what's going on in your reality on me and fix your computer or your phone or whatever device that you are using right now. Rise and shine, family. Speaking of Ricky, man, I want to encourage all you guys to come to the event if you're close enough, if it's convenient to you. Good, begging for change. Good, Ricky. If you guys are close enough to this event, it's in Charlotte. It is on June the 8th. That's myself, Ricky Swink, William Jones, Tacoma, of course, Callie Williams, and then we got adding, of course, Lorenzo Reed. And many of you guys already know Lorenzo. We're adding Lorenzo to the bunch. He couldn't make the May the 4th date, but whenever we changed it to June the 8th, he was able to make that one. So he called me up and said, hey, bro, now I can make that one. I said, all right, let's do it then. So you guys will see the flyers tomorrow. But of course now, Ricky Swink, now myself, Lorenzo Reed, Callie Williams, and William Jones. Now it's gonna be 5 of us. So we just upped the ante, family. We just upped the ante, big time. We're not playing around. Listen, go to www.betheevolution.org to purchase your shirt. That shirt is your admission. When you go there, family, you just want to scroll down until you see a yellow shirt. It says Born Winners in Charlotte on it. That shirt will be your admission. So go ahead and get that done so I can have your shirts to you on time, family. It's important that I know who all is going to be there, because we always tell you guys, if not enough people are going to show, we can't continue the event because we'll be losing money. So I want to make sure you guys are going to show up and be there. So make sure you go ahead and go to betheevolution.org. That's betheevolution.org. Thank you very much. Carnetta, thank you very much. That's what's up, Wallace. So, of course, I've got Ricky in the room. Ricky's going to be chiming in from time to time. Couldn't get him on this live, but Ricky will be chiming in from time to time. If Callie comes on, he'll be chiming in. And, of course, any of you family, you guys are welcome to chime in. I see Andre already. Andre, of course, you know you're ready to chime in at any moment. But the question is, why is it important that we need a voice, that we have a voice in this world? We've saw now recently, Facebook, other social media sites are taking down people for what they call dangerous speech, right? Giving dangerous information. What I would like to see is them define what dangerous is, right? What are we calling dangerous? Challenging people to think, giving people information. What are we calling dangerous, family, right? But these pages are being deleted due to them being so-called dangerous, being completely wiped from Facebook as if they never existed. And you guys have saw it happen to me. It happened to me, seemed like before everybody. It happened to me on, I think it was Friday or Saturday night. And then it didn't happen to Farrakhan and them until like Tuesday or Wednesday. Because I remember Callie calling me about it. Like, did you see it? And then I remember like Latoya and Alex and all you guys began to just call me about it and say, hey man, this stuff is, they're not playing around. They're taking everybody's pages. Appreciate that, Baja Flat Truth. Dangerous information equals truth to them. Wow. Wallace, that's deep. So why then is it important that we have a voice? I want to see somebody speak on it. Why is it important that we have a voice? Talk to me, family. Baja Flat Truth says they took my Facebook page for sharing your video. And see, they know this. They know that this is going to scare people from sharing videos because they want to keep their pages. A lot of people keep in touch with their family members and friends through Facebook, through social media. And so people are going to want to keep their pages that they work hard to build. So now if they share your content, and it may even get linked to them even liking your content or even following your profiles, and knowing that you viewed the profile, and they could go that far to where they're just saying, hey, we want to try to clear the internet or the social media sites of people who think like this, period. Because removing one person doesn't really stop it. Hey, I'm gone from Facebook. But when I go log on sometimes to just see what's going on, thank you very much, Alex. Because I don't get notifications anymore, so I just dedicate my time more to, or I'm going to rather dedicate my time more to creating documentaries on my YouTube page and getting you guys information through that, and of course Patreon, where you guys support me monthly. But when I go to Facebook, what I'm noticing is guys like Leishon and Ricky Swink and Tacoma or Callie. You guys know him as Callie. You know, Larry Buford. A lot of you guys are still posting and doing y'all things. Y'all still going in. So you can't stop it unless you get rid of them all. So I think they're gonna figure a way within their algorithms to know who you're following, know what content you typically follow and like to watch, because your page is yours. As you scroll your wall, it's filled with people that you follow, you know, so they'll be able to know more about you just based on, you know, who you watch and view. So they'll try to eliminate you just by that, or at least keep an eye on you. That's crazy, man, because I was just talking about John Gray a while ago. Somebody was talking to me about him. What about him? Marco says, if we didn't have a voice, our stories would never be told. Absolutely. Begging for change. Ricky Swink says, the hinge that squeaks gets the grease. Wow. Wow, Ricky. Now that's powerful. Marco says it's dangerous when the lights come on for our people. Peace, Anthony. So they are taking our ability to speak on things that we see in the world. They are taking our ability to speak our thoughts freely in the world. When that's crazy, because we've seen crazier things be accepted and said on the internet for long as we can remember. Like, so many platforms became who they are based on selling hate or sharing hate. World Star, right? When you think World Star, you think people fighting, right? You think people twerking or something like that. And they were able to build their platforms and create a life for themselves based on sharing content that was probably what we would call or refer to as low vibrational content. Content that you could say would be to keep the masses dumb, not strategizing, but the information that we give, it's enlightenment. It causes you to change from the inside out and want to be better. So it's not a twerk video. It's not a fight video. It's a video that when you log off that video, your mind and consciousness is still on that video and the information presented, and it challenges you to think. Now, whether that be if you're a Christian and you're arguing, because we've saw religious people and Muslims as well, we saw them as well get stuck to my page, and they just won't quit. And some of them we even had to block because they just wouldn't stop, and they didn't know how to argue or debate their information in a logical way. It was just a certain name callings and assertions and rumors and ridiculous nonsense, emotional blackmail, telling you you're going to go to hell if you don't get right, which is nothing to attest to the actual existence of a God, threatening you with the hell that belongs to the thinking of that religion, is in no way proving the religion. Thank you very much, Damar. Thank you very much, Anthony. But when we get online and we discuss these things, somehow we're considered dangerous. Isn't that crazy? We thought that, and we are in a world where, social media gives us an opportunity to be able to communicate with each other on a large scale, just like that of your media streams on your TV channels. We never had the ability to communicate in that way. So we just was forced to believe the news. Think about it. If we didn't have Facebook now and all these social media sites now, the internet, when we watch the news, we wouldn't be able to converse with millions of people online about a particular incident that happened on the news. Like right now, if a school gets shot up, right? Obviously, that's not something we want to happen, but if a horrible tragedy like this occurred, you're going to have millions of people sharing these videos and discussing what they think about these videos, whether it be a conspiracy theorist or if they were actors or the scenario in how the situation went down. And so you'd have a lot of people being able to discuss this, and you get to see what a lot of people think. If we didn't have these platforms, you wouldn't know what your public thought. So you'd be probably more likely to be convinced by what you're seeing on the news and not hearing anyone else's perspective. And they know that. Thank you very much, Marco. Peace, King, indeed. They know that, family, right? That if you take our ability to speak and converse, you take our ability to offer different perspectives. And whether that perspective comes from your reality or not, sometimes quoting your opinion from your reality is a good thing when you're talking to other people that's literally quoting opinions from only their reality. So sometimes it's good to put people in a room and just allow them to talk, like social media allows you to do. Now, a lot of us, we don't like that because it seems that it's giving stupid people, right, a lot of dumb people, a right to a page or a right to a platform. But the bright side of it is, even when someone's talking what we would call ignorant or ignorance or speaking ignorance, whether that be in the form of religion or just sharing ridiculous crap that we know don't make anybody better. You know, twerk videos, things of that nature, whatever. When you have people like that online, it's not to be upset. It's more so, to me, the silver lining is you get to see how people think. It's the same way that Facebook and all these other platforms do us. They're using these things as tools to be able to see how you think and how you respond. So when someone speaks to you, the way you respond, that can be monitored. I know a lot of you guys, and I know which ones of you can have an honest conversation, and I know which one of you can't without resorting to name calling like children, because I've dealt with a lot of you online. When someone, and even if you're conscious, I've saw people who didn't believe in religion, but when asked a question, they get mad, just like Christians do or Muslims do when they are asked a question that they don't rightfully know the answer to. And so I can watch a lot of us, even if you are conscious, like I said, I can still know how you respond when you're in disagreement because I've saw how you responded. I know you. And it's like you can say what you want to say. Like people can come to you and say, hey man, I'm even keel, I'm whatever. But when I follow you on Facebook, I follow you on Instagram, I see what you post. I see how you respond to people. Thank you very much, Mr. Mack. Mr. Mack says, just wanted to say thanks for opening my eyes on a lot of things in life. Since I started following you on here, my life have changed a lot, including my finances. And I appreciate that, bro. Brother, I appreciate you, man. That means a lot to me. It means a lot to me, a hell of a lot. Marco says, thank you, King. No words or dollar can express what you brothers do for us. Thank you for being our voices. Indeed. And hey, guys, and all we ask you guys is to come alongside of us and help us so that we don't lose our voices in the process. And we need our own platforms because when you're that powerful that you can say things and provoke people to change, just like my brother, Mr. Max says, I've never met this brother in life or shook his hand in real life, but he's able to say, brother, you changed my life in so many ways. This is the beautiful thing about, social media. It gives us access to each other in ways we could never imagine. And they want to take that from us. Family, we live in a world to where you don't have to just date the person who lives up the street from you because they seem to fall in line with being a good person and maybe they won't cheat or abandon their children or maybe she won't hoe around on you. So you settle down with different people in your own neighborhood, you know what I mean? And we never really get perspective and stretch our minds because we don't have the ability to because we're just so confined to the small areas we grew up in. But what social media does, and a lot of these sites do, is they allow us the possibility of communicating with others on the other side of the world, in other places. And we can actually gain perspective and learn from each other via experience. It's a beautiful thing. But it's like when you're using those tools to teach and enlighten one another and share with one another things that can help them, they want to take it from you. Why is that? Why is it that they prefer that you don't have a voice? Is it so that they can be the predominant voice? If they feel that your voice is that powerful, they would take your voice because they prefer that you only hear their voice predominantly. It actually betters their chances of misleading you, that you take away people who challenge what they say. Beast Mode, I appreciate that, brother. I'm honored. And all that's through words, family. Again, like we talk about words being spells, right? If I'm able to change your life and I've never met you personally, then how was I able to do that? It was through my voice. It was through my words. Now, so if they take me away from these platforms, think about how many people now won't be able to get exposed to my voice and my genuine heart and the truth that I'm trying to give to the world, my thoughts that I'm trying to share with the world. They're trying to take that away from people and you all. Thank you very much, Natalie. And they don't care how much time you put in and effort you put in. So a lot of people say, Kevin, why don't you just hop back on Facebook and just go hard and build a bigger, better page? It's like, that's ridiculous when you're talking about someone who can just delete your page again. What's the point? We need to stop being dependent on these people. You can't change the world if you're dependent on them to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you need their platforms to speak, just to speak, then how do you think you're gonna be able to continue to speak freely if you're on their platform? You gotta understand, man, it's almost like this. You have the microphone, and they have the switch to turn your microphone off, right? Peace, Theodoro. Peace, Bill. So you on stage, you got a microphone, you're talking. Soon as you begin to say something that they don't like, they can just turn your microphone off or walk up and remove you, just like they do in church and organizations to where they don't like to be challenged. They just hop up and move you and say that you're out of line because you're asking a question. But how? If what you have is the truth, it should be able to stand up to criticism, right? If what you have is the truth, it should be able to stand up to criticism. Marcus Johnson says, have you ever thought about podcasting like internet radio? I have. And I'm actually trying to work on gathering maybe some resources to be able to have my own networks and radio stations so I can do this on my own. Honestly, man, I swear to you guys, Facebook had been hurting my algorithms forever. So my pages were still growing fairly quickly, but not as fast as they should have because they've been in the way. We should have gotten this information to more people by now, family. Think about how hard you guys go. You guys share a lot of my content. And guys, listen, if you know I'm telling you guys the truth, just say yes if this has happened for you. You've shared my content, and when you look on your page, you actually see that there's no video there. You've tried to look at the comments on my content. It won't actually show you the comments on the content. When you click my video, it'll say video unavailable. I get tons of messages of people telling me that, and there's nothing I can do about that. Thank you very much, Brandon. Indeed, brother, always. You said Jay-Z got to start it, but hey, see, look at we can start it. We together can contribute more than and honestly, don't get me wrong, these guys have a lot of money on their own. But I'm saying us together can do the same things. We just got to stick together. We can make it happen. Look at all you guys saying, yes, it has happened. You've shared my content and you saw that the content wasn't actually viewable. Or you tried to click on the content and you saw that they somehow did something where you couldn't actually see the content. This is ridiculous. Said William Jones is so funny. Man, he asks great questions. The brother sharp. That's exactly why I had to have him on. Theodora says the same thing. It's happened to all of you guys, a lot of you guys. And so this is why I say, guys, and it's so funny because if you look at it, on the articles, when they say that Facebook deleted people, they say it's about 6 or 7 people, right? They name 3 or 4 or 3, but they won't name them all. If it's just 7 people, why not name them all? And I really think that, Farrakhan is already known, Alex Jones is already known, and the other guy from The Truth, whatever it is, these platforms are huge, way larger than mine. And so I get on the surface, it's like, let's talk about the people who had large platforms so we can hit ratings. But listen, if you're deleting platforms that had fairly large platforms anyway, like my own, why wouldn't you say my name? If I'm one of the 7, it doesn't matter how large my platform was. If you deleted 7 pages, why not just say all of them, right? If 7 people break into a bank, they're gonna say all of them that contributed to this robbery, right? If 7 people commit a murder, they're gonna say all of the 7 people who contributed to that murder. So if you deleted 7 pages, why not say all of them? Why just say a few of them and then say and more? I mean, and here's the thing. To me, it's actually irrelevant on whether it was 7 pages or not. I mean, 7 actual people that they removed or banned. I don't care if it was 100 pages. At least say them. Why not say them? Just for the fact of the story. Why doesn't any writer find it important to list all of the names? Wouldn't they have more of the story? But it just says in others. It's like they're still trying to, it's like they thought if they listed my name, it would draw others to me. So it's clear they don't want me to be heard. Maybe that's just what's going on in my head. Maybe I live in my own little world or whatever, but why not just show all the names? Good day to you, you or me. Just right, just one right, I absolutely agree. A Rich says we got to do it ourselves. That's true, but I have a belief that if we can one of the mainstream artists or get one of the mainstream artists or influencers to start addressing this stuff, we can get more people in the movement. But see, the problem with that, brother, is when you get someone like that to start openly addressing this stuff, they become more of a target than we are because they're more influential. So the more influential you are, the less you can say. But, it's crazy because it's like, yeah, these guys seem to have amazing lives and amazing bank accounts, but they are some of the most enslaved people out there. Like they can't live. Like you don't understand, they're confined to a character that they're told to live out, and if they change that character, they can lose their careers, they can lose their endorsements. All of these things can go wrong. So you have to be careful how you move because the more people you know or the more people that know you, the more of an enemy you become. If your influence is really, really high, you're definitely taking more of a risk than what we would be taking, I often go out in public and I look over my shoulders and people see me out all the time who know me. And I can see the ones who hate my guts. I can see them, just Callie can tell you, man, we were at this little club the other night as I'm in Atlanta and we were just hanging out a little bit. And we went to this little spot and this one guy in there, man, he just kept gravitating to us. And I don't know if it was a situation like that, but I just felt very, very uncomfortable. I said, he was dancing. And then before you know it, he was standing up right beside us like he came in with us. Like, when we first saw this dude, he was probably 15 feet away from us, family. Callie can tell you this. Now, I said, Callie, let's move back some. So we moved back. I'm backing up like I'm really there. We moved back. We probably about another 8 feet from him, we can see him. And we can see him turning around looking for us, like literally looking for us. And then he works his way back again. He right there again. And so I'm sitting here like, bro, I'm uncomfortable. And so Callie says, listen, man, we're going to move one more time. And if he comes up to us again, Kevin, I need you to just walk out the door. I said, man, what you mean? He said it's soft. He said, listen, bro, if he walks up to us again, you just walk out the door. And I kind of knew what Callie was saying. Like, Kevin ain't going to let nothing happen to you. You ain't even fit to be out here squabbing. I got you. You just leave out the door. So I knew that Callie was going to say something to the dude. Like I knew he was. So we moved that one more time, and we could see him follow us again with his eyes, tracking us. And he turned and went a little. He turned his back and walked over just a little bit. And from that point, I just said, bro, let's just leave now, because I would rather just go ahead and get us both out of there, because I didn't want Callie to be in there doing nothing, man. I understand. I got my homies like Callie and other brothers, Alex. Like Alex, just if you see Alex anywhere near me, bro, like, or Callie, or Ricky, you better be ready, bro. They don't play about me, bro. Like for real. They really don't. So I know that they have my back, but it's one of those things where I wouldn't want them in that situation either. So it was just like, let's leave. Let's go now. You know what I mean? Let's go now, because I don't want Callie to have to handle nobody, and there's repercussions for that. But man, he was all over us, y'all. Like this dude was all over us. And I mean, like I said, in my mind, I'm like, man, he must know who I am, like he must be one of them, But I see people all the time, man, who come up to me like, bro, I watch your videos all the time, man, And I'm always nervous because I know what I get. I know the messages that get sent to me. I know the message that I have. You know what I mean? Thank you very much, Ricky. Begging for change. He says, I'm glad they are kicking us off their platforms. We need to learn how to swim. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, brother. And for all of you guys who are not off your platforms yet, please consider figuring something out, especially if you work your businesses off your platforms. You may really have to strongly consider not posting a lot of stuff. Because if you run your businesses on your platforms, you're going to be hurting. Like, you got to think, like, my Facebook was huge. So when I'm showing you guys new clothing, I'm able to post that on my Facebook. And this is how you guys see a lot of my designs. And then, of course, you guys can go from there to my website and buy my clothing. When I come out with a CD or new songs, I get to post them directly to you guys on the Facebook platform. You guys can go support me, support the music. But I mean, without that, I'm going to lose a lot. And they know that. So they take the very pages that you use for business also. So I'm saying just learn to separate yourself, your person, from your career. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just think, because I'm telling you, they're not playing, family. And I hate to see you guys lose more of your livelihoods, when you're not prepared to do so. Thank you very much, Monique. Actions speak louder than words. Yeah, Ricky definitely has been saying do it for yourself. Thank you very much, Heather. That's totally irrelevant, Ascended Master. Irrelevant to anything. Zeal, that is a fact. I will be having more security at my events because I just can't play around anymore. I know now that if they didn't know me before, they know who I am now, as my page has been banned and deemed dangerous. And I've been called the leader of a hate group, a second coming of a Messiah, and a cult leader. All these different things have now been asserted. So I know now that I have to move a lot differently, And there's a lot of life I still have left that I want to live. I want to see my children grow up. So I'm not one of those radicals who are like, forget them. Hey, try me. I'm not like that. Hey, leave me alone. I'm not going to stop talking. I'm not going to change what I'm saying. I'm not going to bite my tongue for anybody, but please leave me alone. Like, don't kill me. I ain't out here hurting nobody. Leave me alone. Leave me the hell alone. But I am not going to stop. You know what I mean? So, hey, Rich, yes, I have. It's an amazing experience. Or it's an experience. I'll put it like that. Hate to say amazing because that means people will try to go try it. But amazing, to me, doesn't always mean good. It just means you were amazed. It blew your mind. So, mind-blowing experience. So it's very important that we have our voices. And it's very important that we work together now while we still have means of communication, family, because if we let them take that from us, we're going to have nothing. Thank you very much, Ascended Master. Thank you very much, Miss J. They are definitely beautiful. You know me? I am taking care of myself, brother. I'm drinking tea. I'm starting to put back on weight and all that good stuff. So, hey, like I said, check me out in about 6 months. All that's being put behind me, man. All that's great. But I just want to encourage you guys, man. I didn't want to be before you guys long today, but I really wanted you guys to know how important it is that we stick together and that we work now and put our heads together now on what we can do to create, a platform to where we can have these discussions, post our posts, communicate with each other, date each other, DM each other, all the same crap that we do on Facebook. We can do, and it can be our own free thinking platform, family, our own app. So if you want to create one yourself, that's fine. Invest and create one yourself. I am already working on one. If you'd like to donate and invest towards that app, donate towards what we're doing with that app, then you guys have all the tools right there for Patreon. You can support me on Patreon. Those monies, anything that comes in, family, will be geared towards furthering ourselves or helping me live. You have to know that at first. Of course, Patreon is to help me live. But once that goal is reached, family, $4,500 a month, I'll do events for free. I won't charge you guys anymore to do events because I won't have to. Now I have to because I have to pay out of my own pocket for the venues. So I can't pay out of my pocket for the venues and tell you guys you can come for free. What am I supposed to do? Like, literally, what am I supposed to do? But if I have the money to do that, I can take care of the venues and you guys can just come out. That way people who can't even afford it can come out to the events, and we can use these events to network and build and keep doing that, family. But of course, I got Patreon, I've got YouTube, I've got, of course, that's with, like we're on live now, you guys can donate while we're live. Of course, you've got PayPal, and then www.betheevolution.org. You can click on the donate tab. and donate from there, okay? Natalie says, you are not spreading evil, but quite the opposite. It's called unity. Absolutely. Our voice is very important, family. It's my very voice that you guys have said has changed you guys, that you guys have said that caused you to think and re-challenge your lives and redirect your lives. My voice. And they know that now. So they're trying to remove me. They deleted all of my work on those pages for 3 years, family. I can't go, I can't. Like, I'm too heartbroken to even consider trying to mess with them again. I'll use this page, and that for those of you guys that's asking on YouTube, Kevin, is that your page on Facebook? W'_ESLEY is the last name. Yes, it is. Callie also created that page for me. But that is my page that I use to communicate the best I can. But family, I'm not gonna go into giving all that I gave to Facebook anymore. So most of the work that you see me do will be on Patreon, and then of course with the lives and things like that with YouTube. But until my app is completed, man, I can't do it, family. And I really do hope y'all understand that. I know that Facebook for a lot of you guys is more comfortable, and most of you guys are on there. You can just scroll up and see videos, but man, if you want my content, you're just gonna have to go get it. I mean, I don't know what to say. I can't do it. I just can't do it. You got to go to Patreon, you got to go to YouTube, and hey man, get the app. But if we don't establish ourselves now as independent, we're gonna continue to be just swiped at any given moment. Yes, family, the event is June the 8th. And of course, go to betheevolution.org. Scroll down, you'll see a yellow shirt that says Born Winner Charlotte. Purchase that shirt, it's $50. That covers your admission. That is food. That is vegan food from Tamasha, the vegan, the voluptuous vegan listener. And of course, that's free drinks as well, free beverages, or no cutoff, unlimited beverages, I should say. The app will be released this year, absolutely. It's actually already available on Android. I'm just waiting for some approvals through Apple. And once those are completed, the app will be out. It's called the Be Evolution Community app. Not Be The Evolution, just Be Evolution. Like the acronym is B, B-E. Be yourself, right? That's what I keep saying. Be Evolution, be yourself. So it's called the Be Evolution Community app. So if something happens in any of these platforms right here get taken, just the next couple of days or weeks, just go to your app stores and just type in Be Evolution Community app, and you should be able to find it. It should be ready, hopefully by next week. It doesn't move as quickly as I'd like for it to, family. That's what's up, Monique Cross. You should have your shirt soon. Brody, no, I do not believe in Jesus or any literary character in any religious book. I see no reason to believe in Jesus over Krishna or Brahma or Ganesha, Haile Selassie, or any other person that is in literature and associated or attributed for being a god. I would be willing to come to the UK if that's what you're asking me, Deep Consciousness. Becky Smith, I'm working on that now, actually, the podcast. Actually, you're going to see a lot of myself and Ricky, and we're actually changing up how we're going to be doing it. We're going to be bringing a lot of callers on, a lot of Christians, a lot of Muslims, a lot of people who think differently. And we want to know why you believe in what you believe in, why you subscribe to it. I mean, outside of all the literature, why is it that you believe it, right? And then we're going to talk about how we can make the world better, even if we don't change each other's paradigms. And so I want that to be what the show is about, not just so much of who can present the most information to prove something, but let's have our dialogue, but let's always end it on a positive note. How can we all work together regardless of our beliefs? And I just would love to hear different religions' perspective on that, because in order to do that, many of them would have to break the very rules that is in their religious book in order to have unity amongst everyone. And like, in order for a Christian to be able to say, hey, I'm on board with having unity amongst everyone, they would literally have to discard the parts of the Bible mentally that tells you not to deal with people that you're unequally yoked with, not to deal with other religions. Thank you very much, Kalani. I hear you, James Jones. So do I believe in an afterlife? I don't believe. Um, that's the thing with me. Belief is the assertion that something is there and you don't have the evidence, so you believe in it. I feel like it's better to go through life and just the things that you don't understand, stay within the realm of I don't know, and just live your life. There's no need to believe past what we call death because we don't know what's there and we don't have enough evidence to assert that there's anything that's after death. Not something that we can show. You know what I mean? So to me, it's important for me, in my mind, my mental stability to not believe. It's important for me to just live my life as an explorer, examine what I come across, and don't jump to conclusions before I have enough evidence to support whatever it is that I'm looking into, and not to assert what I think it is just because I don't know the answer. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't know who created the earth or if I don't know how we came into existence, I would just look at this as a researcher and say, as I gather information, maybe one day we can come to that knowledge. I wouldn't just jump ahead of all the information and say, well, it must be God. That is unfair. And because now I believe that, I now have to argue this belief with someone else's belief. It's just, to me, it's just not wise because beliefs hold no weight to being fact at all. So that's how I feel, family. But either which way, family, let's see, deeper consciousness is what are my thoughts on astral projection? I think astral projection is, as a word, is a way to describe something, another thing that we didn't quite understand. I know like a lot of us grew up with what we felt like were energies or spirits that would lay on us and hold us down. We felt like these things were happening or whatever. And then now we read astral projection and we see now that when your energy or what we call your soul leaves your body, that your body actually experiences this heavy feeling, right? And back then, from your paradigm, we thought it was a demon or something. You know what I mean? Science calls it something else. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. But what do I think of astral projection? It's more so going outside of yourself. But it's still, to me, I guess, really going inside of yourself. I don't actually believe that there is an outside of myself. I think everything exists on the inside of us. So I think that, I don't know. I don't know, family. Peace, Benjamin. I appreciate that. Pink Stalin said, you are making history. I believe that, sweetie. But more importantly, we are making now. We are making the future. By making now, we're gonna change the world. We're gonna make the world a better place. And it's gonna be the future, not history. It's gonna be the now, because that's all we have. Mr. Cortland, I have no reason to believe in such a thing. God is another word that was made by men. The word was created by men. So we know that a God would call itself God. So this concept that was created for us, what evidence do we have to support the belief in this character, God? And that's not to say that there's not a power or something out there. I would never say that because I don't have the evidence to support there being no one out there or nothing or no catalyst to our existence. But what I am saying is that we don't have enough evidence to assert that there is. And so, no, I do not have a belief in a God, as I don't have the evidence to support a belief in God. But family, listen, I want to let you guys go. I want you guys to understand that it's very important that we have a voice. They are going to try to take our voices. Be careful on how you move. I love you all. I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully I'll see a lot of you guys on June the 8th. And if you don't, we're going to try to work out some other ways for you guys to be able to see it, the footage. Maybe we'll record it and make it viewable for you guys after. We'll try to do that, Charlotte, this time, and bring this bill to you got other guys as well in other places, because a lot of people are already asking me, can you bring it to this place? Can you bring it to this city? Absolutely. If you guys are willing to accommodate us making the traveling, accommodate the traveling expenses in our stay, we will definitely come out to you guys. So it's time to do it, family. All right. I love you all. Be evolution. Be the change that you want to see. And no candle loses its flame from lighting another. Peace. Oh, crap. Vegas is on the 4th. Vegas is on the 4th. If you guys are trying to come and hang out with us and have a Vegas. All right, you guys got me back, right? But either way, guys, Vegas on the 10th through the 13th. Just go ahead and book your flight, book your hotel stay, and you guys just hang out with us. So when you come out of your hotel room, you're gonna hit us up and ask us what we're doing. We're gonna tell you, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna have fun. All right, no big deal. So just book your flight, book your stay, book your drive, get your plan set up, and get your hotel and all that stuff booked, and just look forward to seeing us in Vegas.